Bonjour madame et monsieur et bienvenue à Championnat National de France. We're getting ready for the top 8 games now. Well, it's underway. I started the clock on us without anybody knowing. It's like boom, go. So here we have on the left side of the table the current French national champion, Hancu, Romanian descent, US national citizenship, lives in Barcelona, Spain. One of the very few players who has the honour of having played against me in competitive play before I retired to do streaming. There's only about 6 of them that have actually played me and beat my backside every single time. But Jon is one of them, and yes, he did beat my backside totally. We played. This was a store championship in 2015 in Tortosa, Spain, where he shout out to the Tortosa community, del Terebre y los chicos de ahí, José, lo hermoso. Adrián Zurita cuenta como uno nuestro, aunque lo intentan adaptar a Barcelona, pero cuenta como nuestro también. ¿Qué más? A todos, Tony, a Pau, si están mirando, saludos a ellos. So me and Jon, we faced off against each other in the first round of the Store Championship 2015 in April, I think it was. I was playing at the time. I went on a friend's advice to take Chirano and Suntiefel. Didn't do it all well. I think I won one game, the last game. And Jon, that was when I met Jon and found out that Jon is a person who comes up with particularly odd lists. And typically when you're playing against Jon, you're typically going to find that your focus tokens and evade tokens aren't much use to you. Yellow player has the initiative, Fitzgerald. So Jon was playing 2 Sigmas, they're called, the lowest skill level Phantom, and Carnor Jacks to be able to get. One moment. Move up that way, because this power cable here has been known to come unplugged. So I don't want you sat on top of it. And Jon is known to play various particular lists, some very creative lists, especially ones that end up completely nullifying the opponent's list, such as the 2 Sigmas with Carnor Jacks. And I'm joined now by Damien. How do you say your name?
Damien.
And the surname?
Justek.
You were the person where we saw yesterday in round 6. You lost that game. You were playing. I've forgotten what you were playing now.
Nim, Fen, Sunny.
Nim, Fen, and Sunny Bounder. That's correct. Yes. And too much noise on those microphones. And so you did really well. The first 5 rounds, you got 200-0 victories every single game, and then you lost the last round, but still managed to qualify for the top. And you've just got knocked out in top 16.
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you lose against in the end?
I lose against Quick Draw Vader with the Cruise and PS11. Plus the Lambda with Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, not Palpatine?
No Palpatine.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
And that was basically, did it end up being a one-sided game for you, or was there any point where it was kind of like there was a possibility you could win it?
I make one big mistake, because finally I have 3 health left fan against the Quick Draw without shields, and the Quick Draw was with Iron.
Okay.
So I know where he land, and I make the move that I finish it on his back.
Yeah.
On his side, sorry. And unfortunately I make the boost to be in range 1, then I realize that he will arch dodge me with his barrel also.
Okay. So a bad loss then, yeah. Shame that such a good run comes to an end, but then typically that's kind of how things work out for the people that do so well in Swiss, huh?
Yeah.
Swiss, I've always said Swiss tournament games are a completely different game to top games. In top you can play very differently.
But as I mentioned yesterday, the two worst lists for me is the Nim with Dengar and this PS11 cruise missile. And I play in tops 32 with Nim Dengar and 16 with cruise missiles.
And you managed to beat them.
11,
it's
yeah.
only in. It's only in. Yeah, excellent. Okay. So obviously you've come over. You visited from Poland, correct?
Yes.
You live in Poland.
Yes, I live in Krakow.
Yeah, where you live in Krakow. We can say hello to Bartosz and Para as well.
Yeah,
Para's from
Para.
there. Yeah. There's two of them, isn't there? There's like old Para and young Para.
Yes, both.
Yes. Okay. Shout out to the old Para, Maciej Paraszak,
Yes.
who was the inventor of the Paratani list. One time I got to have a chat with him about that. More about the fact that like once he invented it, we would see that he would still play other lists, and whether or not is it like, because in the Polish community you're very competitive. You're
Yes.
very competitive players. We've seen you done very well at the ETC. You guys just won the last ETC and the one before that. And is there a lot of creativity in this building element in the Polish meta, or?
Yes, I think yes. Especially Maciek, he don't like to play with the list which are now tier 0 and so on. He always like to play with something who nobody else playing, yeah.
Okay.
And this was with the Paratani. Then he think that will be fine. We love him that these are free ships with any upgrade, so it will not work, yeah? And then we'll saw what happened with that.
So do you think, so like I say, it's a discussion I've got to have with him at some time, and I've met him at Tatooine, and we talk every now and then on Facebook. Do you think it was just that he stumbled onto a lucky combo, or do you think it's just persistence of refining and looking for that new combination?
I think he think that he will work good, but he didn't work better than he think.
Yeah, a lot better than he thought. Yeah, because you turn around and to anybody you say, right, you're going to take 3 ships and they're going to have no upgrades on them.
Yeah.
Then hardly any upgrades on them. You said it to anyone, they're going to go, I'm not so sure. Yeah, but then as you say, it just surprised everyone. It's just like the high possibility. The high level of efficiency that a tiny mineling can give to a multiple ship list of just giving out that free focus token is where it gets a big deal.
A tiny mineling with these 3 abilities, each ship's ability works perfectly, and this Asajj ability with the Lazarasi worked perfectly.
And when Manaru was still able to do things at any range, then
so
it was a big deal. Yeah. Now it's not so much, but like it still works. Most of the time I've seen Atani played before the nerf, Manaru was still quite close to another ship to be able to pass things at range 1. But it has kind of destroyed the aspect that you would have Manaru just kind of rolling around in one corner of the play map, passing tokens to the other 2 that were in the fight. Would you think they've mentioned the when the leak happened regarding the nerf and mentioning stuff that might happen to the Jump Master and the Atani Mind Link? What was your opinion of the Atani Mind Link supposed nerf that was possibly going to happen?
We discussed about that in our club, and we think that they make it small ship only. I think this leak that it will for 2 ships only. It's too
restrictive.
Yeah.
It's too restrictive. I mean, the thing is that it doesn't come into its own. In 2 ships, it's not worth it. Yeah. In 3 ships, it already starts to be a bit too powerful. Yeah.
So
and if you turn around, if you just limit it to 2 ships, the small ships only, well, then you're going to get 4 ship, 5 ship swarms, and it ends up being really highly efficient as well.
I play on the wards with 2 stick with Atani, and my fan ran for them 40 minutes, and I cannot kill because he fly 1 stick on one side and the second on the opposite side of the board, and I fly for 1, then the second give him the eye, this one take the evade, and I was not able to kill him almost.
Yeah, so we got damage going on already, attacks happening. Why is my laptop just gone? Switched off. Oh, there we go. So he's taken a shield token, if not 2, off of Captain Nim. and there's no damage on Jon's. No, he's lost 2 shields on quick draw. It looks like while we were discussing that situation. Yeah,
I can go check.
No, that's not necessary. Eventually we'll find out. Don't worry.
It's very nice list this with Imperial list.
It's as I was saying at the beginning. Jon's very creative with his lists. Just turn on mic. So we got 3 hits and a crit, and he spends a focus, evade token, and gets a damage card on quick draw, and I think it was the one, the thrust control fire, where he gets a stress token. My software's taking a dump.
No disparo a Dengar. Ese no dispara. Rango 3 a Nim. 1. De fijo.
1 hit.
Y el que queda.
And Nim is without shields. Let me just check something, because something's happened to my software that typically means I've lost internet connection. Everything seems to be going fine. Full screen, display, switch over to that camera, relaunch my software.
I think Nim is shieldless.
Nim is without shields, yeah, and quick draw's got 1 damage card. While we were discussing a tie there, they got right into the thick of the attack phase, the combat phase. Okay, live update. Time left on the clock, 59 minutes. So this literally just happened. Start. Last time, this happened in the last game, and it meant that my software just stopped updating completely. I had to turn off the overlay. Shut down when not visible, okay. Okay, what about if I do this? Sorry, Damien, you're going to be seeing a bit of the behind the magic here.
Okay, no problem.
Where I kind of mess things around for you. This isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. And I want to see this thing. That's working. Okay. So now I go here. I want to remove this. Let me try doing it on the other ones as well, because it seems to be that it just messes it up. Properties. Shut down when not visible. Okay. Top 16. Shut down when not visible. And there's nothing on that one, so we're going to go back up to the top one. It's going again. Ooh, ooh. And now you start to understand why I get so nervous about these things. Literally, don't touch me right now, because you just see the sweat coming straight off me. Oh god, it's so hard to get this thing to work. It's like stuff happens and you've got no idea why.
Oh.
And like last game, for some reason, something happened and the overlay just stopped updating. Just didn't restart. And I was just like, well, there's nothing I can do now. Just gotta. So we had to switch off the overlay and just commentate on how the ships were doing. So we got the current situation is quick draw is actually with 1 damage card. Omega Leader and Backdraft are fine. Captain Nim lost all of his shields before the software crashed, and that's Dingar's lost 1 shield as well. No, he's got 4.
No.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're up to date.
It's blue.
So, did you get to see much of Paris? Did you get to see much of Paris?
I arrived at Friday midnight.
Oh, okay. It's not easy, how when you want to play X-Wing,
Yeah.
you go to these cities and everyone like goes, oh wow, you're going to go visit Paris, and it's like, Yeah, but I'm not gonna choose this the whole time. And it's like when I said when I go outside, I can see the Eiffel Tower, the little top bit like that.
No, I didn't. So
you didn't see?
Yeah. No.
You go out. When you go out the door here, you just turn around to the front of the building and you look over that big wall that's in front of the building, and you can see it. Let's pretend I'm standing in front of the building, right, with the building to my back. And if I look that way,
okay.
you
So
can see it.
I go.
Yeah, you can go and do it at night. If you get out here at like 10 o'clock at night, you can see it all lit up and it's obvious. But like, yeah. But yeah, there's so much stuff to see in Paris and like nothing is sort. On Friday evening, we had some time to go visit a bar, but that was it. And yeah, there's not much
It will be
else.
important round now because good bomblet can make a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. Still having problems with that. 15, 17, 15, 55, okay. Full screen. Okay, so this is where the bomblets are going to come into play, where you can drop one and maybe get all three of Jon's ships. As they're all quite heavily bunched together. Oh no. Okay. And Fitzgerald has the initiative, so Dengar is moving before quick draw. Correct? Yeah? Dengar moves before. If he has the initiative.
It's the sloop.
Well, no, he looks like he's moving afterwards then. Huh.
I think Imperial will be very difficult to win this game.
I mean, well, you say that, okay? We watched Jon play the first round yesterday against Dengardim and lost. And then he went on to face two more in Swiss and won both games.
Oh.
So it's not a game that's unwinnable for him. And I was speaking to the two players beforehand, and Fitzgerald said he's quite afraid of facing Jon's list. And Jon was, for Jon, confident. Like he's like dismissive and like, you know, oh yeah, no, I'm quite worried, but like in a way that you can kind of tell that yeah, he's probably worried because it's a top game, there's a lot on the line, but he also kind of thinks that he's got the more favourable engagement in the situation. Ferrando? What are they talking about? So of course the discussion just there about how Omega Leader works and if you can still add guidance chips and stuff like that. Because I can hear them. Okay, there's a microphone on the table, I can hear them. So people are aware why I'm explaining this for the people at home, even though they probably may have heard it already if they were paying attention. But Damien sat next to me, has got no idea what I'm talking about. Alright, so quick draw does move after Dengar, okay. Quick draw marked by, if you see here on the base, I've got this little turquoise token which indicates quick draw here.
Yes.
The orange token is backdraft, and the yellow token, which is the furthest from the camera, is Omega Leader. Mostly because it's a bit hard to tell the difference between a Thai SF and a Thai FO on the camera. Yeah.
This looks almost the same.
Yeah.
I think if you make the 4 forward with Nim, then the bomblet will be great.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know. No, so Dengar's not even fired his plasma torpedoes yet.
Yeah, I think he takes the target lock on Omega Leader.
Okay.
No, this is Omega Leader target lock.
This here is the Omega Leader target lock. The one
So
that's
he
the
take
blue, the orange token that's closest to Dengar in front of us. These are the prizes for top 16.
Yeah.
The national this
I
year.
get this.
You got them?
Yeah.
Cool. They're pretty cool. There. When I saw them, I was like, wow, where did these come from? And it's like they're from today. I'm like, oh, so he's done the bang. So he's still going to probably be able to catch backdraft and Omega leader, but no, sorry,
I think
backdraft.
all 3 ships will get.
Maybe. Yeah, of course, yeah, because the ship base is one, the token, the maneuver template is 1, and he's got to be at least 2.5 before he's out of range. So yeah, he got, although, yeah, they're checking range right now. One of the things that you'll be hearing that the 2 players are speaking in Spanish. As I mentioned, Jon is Romanian descent with a US national citizenship, but lives in Barcelona where he works at a university, and from 9 years ago, or 10 years ago, he said. So he's perfectly fluent in Spanish. And Fitzgerald, although he lives in Toulon, France, his mother is from Elche in Spain, so he's perfectly fluent in Spanish. So the 2 of them are communicating perfectly well with Spanish. And it looks like he's lost a shield on backdraft, and he's taken a damage card on quick draw, at least 1.
I think it's
and he's taken quick draw off the table. So quick draw goes down to the bomblet generator. Craziness.
1 shield on backdraft.
Another one, yeah. So a really bad start for Jon to this game, having lost quick draw so quickly. And this isn't updating, you see? This isn't updating again. Closed. Shut down. Okay. Restart. And it won't restart. Oh, there it goes, but it won't update. I'm doing this on the wrong camera, these parent ones. So. Why is that happening?
Shield lost on Omega leader.
I apologize.
3 hits from Dengar. And 3 hits go into backdraft.
So backdraft taking damage cards as well.
Solo por detrás. Blanco fijado.
Okay, now it seems to be working.
Y ojo. Los 4. Y finta. O sea, da igual. Lo voy a tirar por tirar. Vale.
Okay. So we've got damage cards on Nim, 2 damage cards on Nim, 1 damage card on backdraft at least.
I think Nim just died.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's taken a couple of crits. Looks like one of them is a stunned pilot. A bit. Let me see if I can switch off the overlay for a second.
No, ya no más. No quiero verlo más. Con la bomba
okay. So one is definitely a stunned pilot, and the other one is the damaged cockpit. So, oh, he's gone anyway. Because he hadn't got removed from the board straight away, I thought he might have survived one more round.
It's very nice this way how you mark this crits.
Yeah, I know, it's clever, huh? I'm very pro. I have lots of problems, but I'm very pro. Okay, so Nim's gone. There we go. Nim dies. Check this out now.
And Omega lose shield.
Yeah, there's an issue. It's not updating again. I don't know. I did something wrong. It's going fine. So last time it fixed when I did this, so let's just try that again.
Supongo que huir durante 45 minutos es de mal rollo.
Alright, this one's working. Nope. So there appears to be some sort of a problem.
Puedes mover esto.
That one's working.
Fitzgerald.
So is this one. Transition. So Nim's dead. Omega Leader's lost a shield. Backdraft's got a damaged card. It's not looking good for Jon. Jon's the actual. I don't know if you found out about this, but Jon's the actual reigning French champion. He won last year. So they were very impressed to have him come back and get to as far as he has in top 8.
I expect that he killed this backdraft this round, and I don't know if Omega Leader, even with the target lock, can defeat full health with Dengar.
I mean, because Dengar's got 2 attacks, but once Dengar gets him in arc.
And he can arch dodge Omega.
Yeah. Okay, so there you've got 3 hits, and it looks like 1 evade and 2 blanks. So at least 1 damage card goes on.
Yeah, it's 1 damage.
And he's left with 1 hull point. A focus and a blank takes 3 shields, 2 shields off Dengar. Oh, he's done it again. Ooh. I'm going to have to shut down these computers after this round, try and give them a rest. Okay. We're going to have to update this at a later point. It's not quite working right now.
So I expect the sloop from Dengar now.
To get them both in arc and be able to take full advantage of his pilot ability. And yeah, as you said, backdraft's not going to last more than 1 turn.
And probably now he will be out of range.
That sloop, yeah.
And probably he'll spend his torpedo to shoot with 4 dice.
So didn't go for the sloop.
Make 1 halt.
Yeah, interesting. And barrel rolling back.
No puedo ponerle locos a nada. O sea que venga, viva la Virgen. 2.
So 2 hits. And it looks like a couple of focus results. I don't see any damage cards going on. And they're back to dials, so I guess he got away with that one. It's working again. I don't know. And then back to manoeuvres. There we go. So backdraft hanging on, but also trying to close with Dengar. This here he's got to do the S loop this turn, hasn't he, with Dengar? You reckon?
Oh, one hard left. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Barrel roll back to the left to get out of arc, yeah?
Yeah, and to be range 1
Yeah,
to Omega.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, well, because all he's got to do is, all he's got to do is sink damage in on one turn without having to receive an attack.
I expect that he will focus on Omega Leader at the beginning with 2 ships, because Omega Leader on the end game is crazy ship.
Yeah.
Puedes esquivar perfectamente.
It's 4
And he's got
hits.
4
Coge
hits,
esquiva y entra uno. Y se queda
and
a
he
uno
rolls
también.
3 evades and takes 1 hit.
Vale.
Wow.
He not take nothing because he have focus and evade.
Oh. Okay. I thought I heard them say that they were gonna take 1.
¿Voy?
Sí, sí.
Netis est demandé au control center. Netis, merci.
So
J'arrive.
next one hard left,
For Dengar again,
I think.
maintaining that range 1 engagement, yeah?
Estamos haciendo el tonto.
Esto ya te la... Bueno, te la esperas de todas formas. O sea que...
Ahora sí.
Okay. And barrel roll back to the left.
Vale.
Este chico la misma y me va.
Le Bearing side event reste tel qu'il est.
Gasto la esquiva.
And he's got 2 hits and a focus. Spends the evade token. And Omega Leader once again escapes the round without taking any damage. There is a damage card on Omega Leader, see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where's that mouse? There, just there. So, Omega Leader. You're having a hard time of it right now, defending his national title as the French champion.
If he will chase this Omega Leader to end of the game and he will not kill
Side
him,
event.
he will lose because of this backdraft.
Yeah, of course, yeah. There's a big threat.
It's 40 minutes left, so
Yeah, well, no, I think just by the fact that there's hardly any damage on Dengar, I think it would take a lot of effort on Yon's part to be able to claw the game back now. But yeah, if it takes so long for him just to bring that backdraft, that Omega Leader down, the backdraft gets back into the fight, then Dengar may have lost it there.
he made one forward.
Creo que esta vez estamos out.
Poco.
Interesting.
A veces los nuevos también fallan.
¿Eh?
A veces los nuevos también fallan un montón.
So,
I think he should go for the backdraft, kill him, and then the Omega Leader must at least make him free damage.
yeah, I mean, he's got the advantage that like he's only a couple of hit points away from killing either one of them, any one of his attacks. He's got, it's just 1 hit point on backdraft, and so I mean, one hit point can't be that hard for him to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he can get rid of backdraft, and then it's just Omega Leader. It's just a question of just running around until you get him. I mean, he's not gonna be able to last forever. And even if he get themselves in arc, then Dengar's got the second attack as well. There we go.
Roll backward to the right.
As always. Camera's going really slow now as well. I think I'm having some network latency.
Okay, so Omega should not shoot him.
Yeah, because they're both in arc. And he gets 2 hits. And it looks like 2 evades. And Omega Leader shoots 1 hit. 0 evades. And the return fire looks like 1 hit and a focus. So it didn't come out too bad for him, and he was easily, because he had the evade token and there was nothing else to do there. Whew. So Yon managed a good round for Yon. Managed to get 2 shields off of Omega Leader in that round, off of Dengar. Correct?
It's 1.
It was 1. Sorry, just 1 shield. And I always think for some reason Jumpmaster's got 5 shields. There's so many ships now that are 5 hull on 5 shields, like Nim, for example, the Outrider, the Lambda. So what we're looking at here is never count Yon out. Because what would you do now with backdraft, given this situation? Would you just gun it straight forward?
You need to make 2 additional damage at Dengar. So I think I will run away with backdraft.
Really? He's slow rolling at the moment, so it's not too far from the truth.
The sloop. Backdraft probably will die first time when he will be in range from Dengar.
Mm-hmm.
He will target lock.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And he
can spend the evade, so okay, he can leave.
Yeah, and that might actually be at range 3. Torpedoes against backdraft.
Yeah, and I think he.
You see, it looks like with Maestria, he's getting 4 hits.
And he died.
And bye-bye backdraft.
So okay, now he forced him that the Omega Leader must at least make 2 damage.
It stopped updating again, see that? Okay.
It will be quite hard for him now because Omega Leader is in front of Dengar.
Yeah.
And he moved first.
Yeah.
Probably if he make the sloop, he will die.
Of course, yeah. So, could this be the end?
Venga. A ver si te hago la mitad.
Oh, he made this loop.
Hmm.
Ok. Y la devuelvo.
And he's lost the shield on Dengar as well. No, he already had that. Well, it looks like they...
3 hits.
And the
it's
game
end.
ends there. So that's the end there. Fitzgerald proceeds through to top 4 semi-finals. Okay. Well, Damien, thank you for your time. Thank you for taking part. How was it? Did you enjoy it?
Yep.
There's a lot of fidgeting about going on. So I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Like I say. Anyway, thank you very much. Shame you got knocked out the way you did. And let's see, what's your next tournament you're going to be going to?
Except some local tournament in Krakow. Next one probably will be Polish National.
Polish National.
We have it
When
next,
is it?
next week.
It's true, the same weekend as the UK National.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We shame of that because we'd like to invite, and in fact the Magic spoke with few guys from UK and they are interested to come to Poland.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Not possible. Okay, well, thank you very much and have a nice day. Okay?
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Thank you.
No esperaba que dispararías a Centella en ese turno con Dengar.
Okay, so switching the camera over to presenters. Jon, well played.
Could have been better.
Yeah, you've done really well though, getting to the top 8 of the French Nationals the year after winning it. There's not many people that do so well on such a consistent basis.
I did top 4 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So top 4 in 2015, top winner 2016, and top 8 2017. It's not bad by any stretch of the
I have no complaints.
Especially this year. This year they've got a much bigger field as well, 160 people.
That's true.
Yeah, so you've done really well. And to come along with what a lot of people would call... it's too much background noise. And to come along with what a lot of people would call the happy list.
Not that happy, I think.
No, but it's not, it's not what people recognise as being on a power play list.
Before coming here, I'd lost maybe 1 out of 15 games.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's good for you.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, Centella, Quick Draw is obviously the powerful ship as far as Imperials are concerned. But then to take 2 TIE SFs and 1 TIE FO as your list, then that's where you start to get into a place where, not saying that the happy list is a bad list, but it's not the list that everyone plays. If you get it, it's kind of like
I've always tried to make my own list before coming to a tournament.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll copy something else, but usually for big tournaments I'll fly something that I made myself.
Excellent. And so with the list you've been playing, what do you think has been its strength point?
Sorry?
What do you think has been the strongest point of the list you've been playing?
The strongest point would be any ship that defends on a couple green dice. Usually gets ruined by the jukes constantly.
Right.
Because it's like quick draw will juke you. You spend your focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Backdraft will juke you. You shoot. If you hit quick draw, he jukes you again, and usually that leaves all the small ships falling apart quickly.
Okay. So basically, the ships that are more dependent on green dice or agility values.
Yeah. So actually, my first round of the cut was against Ketsu Bosk. And that was a hard one.
Yeah. Well, lately, a lot of the ships seem to be 1 or 2 agility dice. So I mean, it's a surprise that's something that you say is kind of like your strongest point right now, and it's something that's more kind of evasive in the meta. And so, like for example, when you take the 4-ship rebels, at most they're rolling 2, 3 dice if they're entering range 3 or obstructed.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously your one is more spec'd towards Imperial aces.
Yes.
Like for example, the Alpha crews that we've been
It's
seeing.
good against that. But it's also good against like small 4-ship rebels. I haven't actually played this list against the new 4-ship rebel with Lorik and Biggs and Rex and Jess. But against most Biggs also tends to fall apart pretty quickly in this pairing.
Okay, excellent.
And I've beaten another 4-ship rebel list with it without too much trouble.
Excellent. So what do you think is going to be the next thing you're going to do from here on out?
Next thing I'm going to do
What's
as a
the
list
next tournament?
Yeah, well,
when's your next tournament?
I have no idea.
Spanish Nationals, I suppose, would be the next one.
Well, big one maybe. Depends on how things are going.
Yeah, and so until then, do you think you're going to start on a new list, or are you going to keep going with this one?
I normally don't take repeat a list once it's been demonstrated, so
Yeah.
or not too much at least.
All right. Okay. So something new is what we're probably going to see.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay. Cool. And but it's got to be Imperial, yeah.
Usually.
Usually.
Although I did a few months back, I was flying a 4-ship Atani list with Fen and Terok in Aldra and the PS5 quad jumper Sarko Plank with a cloaking device and space tug tractor array at Atani.
Okay.
So different ships can be the engine for the focuses.
Yeah, of course.
And also just tractor beaming ships around is amazing. So.
Cool. Okay, but that's something that you've discarded now. Is this like?
I played a couple tournaments maybe, but small tournaments.
But it's not something you've seen that's really got legs.
I don't. Well, I think it's a good list, but I'm kind of worried about when this rumored FAQ will be coming out.
Of course, with the Atani. Okay. Yeah. Right. Excellent. Okay.
So I don't want to get too attached to it.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. You're going to stick around the area
for a while longer.
I'd ask you, but you're not really much of a fan of doing this sort of thing, of commentating and stuff like that. You're not really much of a fan of commentating, are you?
No, I'm a pretty quiet guy usually.
So I won't bother offering you the opportunity to commentate the final.
I'd come, but I won't speak much.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and I'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. So let's go off and get Fitzgerald. Okay, Fitzgerald.
Here I am.
Félicitations.
Merci beaucoup.
Top 4 French National 2017.
Yes.
How do you think things have gone for you up until now?
I think it's an incredible championship. For me, everything, as you could see in the match, everything went perfectly well for me. The dice are just amazing for me. I expected. We met in Madrid at the Health Open. I don't
remember. But
yeah, I'm sure. I told you my goal was to make one win.
Okay.
I made the second day. I finished 30.
Okay.
Today I wanted to play on the afternoon for the full tournament.
Oh yeah, because they had a cut midday. Yeah.
And here I am in top 4.
Yeah.
Just amazing. All the maneuvers I made, they basically, in this game, they fit everything. Went just amazing.
Excellent.
Amazing. Yes, it was just excellent.
Okay. So when we talk about your historical record of competitive play of X-Wing, what's the highest you've got that wasn't this, as far as like regional, national tournaments?
Top 4 in regional Geneva.
Oh, okay, not bad.
And I won a store championship this season.
Okay.
In Marseille.
Okay, excellent.
But that's basically it.
Okay.
And 30 in the Open in Madrid.
So for now, your highest record is top 4.
Yes.
You've got to try and get past that now.
Yes.
Okay.
I hope so.
Excellent. Good luck. It was a good game. Thank you very much. Okay, and we'll see how far you get. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, you're only one more step from the final.
Say hello to everybody I know, à toda la gente d'Elche. Un hola para todos, pour tous les gens que je connais à Toulon. Des bisous à tout le monde. Et puis, pourvu que ça dure. Hein.
Okay, perfecto. Gracias.